Yo, so got another replay review today. This one is for Brutalfierywrath, crazy name. Again, Rocket League School subreddit. They posted 4 back-to-back games. This is 3v3 Platinum. They've said they have a defensive playstyle, and it is very passive. And I've watched it through already before. And the thing I put a comment here. I basically said the thing I think needs to really focus on um, is what position you are in the rotation, whether you're first, second, or third. I might call third or last, it's the same thing. Um, but that's the thing I'm going to mainly focus on throughout this thing, throughout the analysis, and you'll see why, and I'll hopefully explain it all well. But firstly, I'll just quickly cover, just to make sure that we all know what we're doing, what I mean when I say first, second, third, and what I think you should be doing in these positions. So the player who's first in the rotation needs to basically just go. You have to just go, right? In 3v3, and I'm going to keep on saying it over and over again, you just go, okay? If you've got the ball and you're in first, obviously then you just make your play, you do your thing. If the other team have the ball and you're in first, you have to just go. You don't have to fully commit to a challenge. You don't have to fully dive in. You can fake challenge, you can drive, you can go for a demo, you can, whatever you do, you have to get really close to the play though. So say this boost pad was the ball, even if you're going to fake challenge, you have to go like this close and get out of there if you're going to do that. If you're in first, you have to get really close, and the main goal is you have to just disrupt the other player. You have to just disrupt the opponent, get them to give the ball away, or you challenge the ball and hit the ball away from them. Right? You just have to what's the word I want? You just have to split them apart from the ball. Get the ball off them, right? That's the goal. Whether that's a fake or you challenge or whatever, that's what you have to do as first. Okay? Second, you need to be close to the play to support the player in first. So they might pass to you, they might get a 50 that bounces out to you. You have to be ready for them to make their play. And as soon as the person in first has finished their play, you're no longer second and you instantly become first, and then once again that means you just go. Okay, so second, once again, stay close and just wait for first to finish their play, then you go, because you then become first. And when you're third, you basically have to wait back, and if the ball gets massive clear or someone takes a long shot, you have to cover that, make sure you don't get scored on, and pick up any ball that pings out and goes some random place. I'll also mention a bit later on where we want to be sometimes in third. We don't want to be too far back. If the ball's in their corner or near their goal or on their backboard somewhere, you kind of want to be around the halfway line. And I'll talk a bit more about the halfway line a bit later on. I'll go over a bit in depth of the first game. I want to pick out a few bits in the second game. The third game was just a complete mess. Your teammates were just quick chatting each other the whole game. That was just no point even looking at that game. And the fourth game, nothing really happens in the fourth game. That doesn't already happen in the first or second game. So, like I say, we'll go through the first game and then a few bits in the second game. And again, we're going to focus on what position we're in and where we want to be. So already, I'll let this play out a little bit, and then we'll go back a bit here. So already, you've missed an opportunity to score. So again, we'll just talk about the positions. So already, instantly, the player going for the ball is automatically first. So Flozy is going to go. There you go. And now, because the ball's gone over to the left, Cursed becomes first, right? Flozy's now, because they've finished their play with first, they're on 0 boost, they're basically third. So they are now going to rotate, get boost, and leave the play. And because Cursed is first, that makes you second. So again, what we said is second, you need to push up. You need to push up and support Cursed. And you'll see here, Cursed knows they're first, so they boost, they full speed, flip, they're gone, right? They're going for the ball. Exactly what they need to do. You need to be getting closer to the play. Push up. You need to push up here. So what's this other, Flosy, I think they were called. They're behind you. They're third, they're behind you. So you need to be halfway line. You need to be pushed up. Imagine you were halfway line right now. The ball bounces off the backboard. You're there. It's a goal, right? So this is just to show you already, within the first 10 seconds, if you're pushed up, you're second, you're in the right place. If you're supporting the player in first, you would have had the opportunity here to score. And also, because you've taken so long, Flosy's now cut you off in the rotation, and they're now second. So you're now third. Cursed is first, and they've just done their play, and you're now third. There's a couple of things to talk about here as well. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back and forward on this part here, sorry. So just a step aside from what positions we're in, we need to also try to pay attention to what's happening as well. And there's a lot to talk about here, so I do apologise, but we have to identify that Flosy's probably going to get this ball next. And also that they're first. So you're second, because Cursed has made their play. They're out of the boost. They need to rotate away, so they're just automatically third. So you're second, and Flosy's first. So we need to be supporting Flosy here, and we need to know that Flosy's basically going to go for the ball next. So imagine if you were here, halfway line, supporting the play, you'd be ready for this ball. If you're closer, you're ready to go. And you could have jumped and gone for this aerial as well. Could have been a shot. Might have been a 50, who knows. We're not going to go into all that. But because you're so far away, the second thing to talk about here, because you're so far away, there's no point going. Just wait for them to hit the ball. An aerial ball, especially at this rank, they're just going to hit the ball away. So you may as well just wait here for them to hit the ball to you. But because you go in here, yes, you get a demo, but because you've gone all the way in, pause again here, you've left Cursed by themselves. Now it's a two versus one. Because you went all in, you drove under the ball, you went past the play, you've left them alone. So, imagine this ball just gets pinged down to the middle, past Cursed, bang, free goal. This ball might roll up and round into front of the goal, free goal. You basically just left your teammate alone, which is not good. And you can tell it's a crazy scenario because there's 4 of you going for the ball. And honestly, it's all because you basically drove in for no reason and you didn't identify what was going on very well. Missed the boost, but whatever. Happens. So now this is fine because we don't know what's happening here. And you're playing it safe, it's okay. Ends up coming over here. Perfect. So now, once again, we're first. So we just go. Perfect. And we're going. Little mistake there. It's fine. It's really good. You got round 2 players. Now I just want to quickly mention here, because this crops up again a bit later on. And I just want to talk about it. So you're in front of the ball, right? So there's basically 3 things you can do when you're in front of the ball. Number 1, you just rotate, you just speed, you just get back. Number 2, you wait around for a pass or sort of redirect type shot. And number 3, you basically go for a bump or demo or cause some sort of disruption type play. So I would prioritize the disruption play and the redirect passing type play options instead of just rotating, which you do most of the time. So like this, you go for the bump, which is fine. I would always look out for that if you're ever in front of the ball. There's an opportunity in a moment where you don't do it, so I was just going to mention it there. This is okay. So you identified that you're first here, so you've just turned and gone for the ball. Again, perfect. I would just, if you ever get in this sort of scenario on the wall, you want to just jump. Just jump and aim for like the middle of the ball. That way, this won't ever happen where you get completely dunked and the ball goes flying into your half. If you just hit the middle of the ball, it's either going to go straight across or into their half. So you just won't really lose that 50. So yeah, just jump into that ball. Alright, here we go. So Sorry, this has got. I know this has already been 10 minutes. We're like a minute in, but there's a lot to talk about. So this is another thing you can use to help you work out whether you're first, second, or third. So teammates got the ball. That means they're first, right? And let me go back slightly. Just want to go. Wait for it. Here. So you're basically third right now. Teammates first because they have the ball. You're third, and this player's second because they're just closer. They're just closer to the play. However, if we look at what Flowsy does here, they flipped, right? Now, if your teammate ever flips backwards towards your own goal, that is the signal for you to push forward. They're basically signaling to you, they're basically saying, I'm now going back into third. That's what the flip means. So we'll look out for this because this happens multiple times. And I think this would really help you as a little little identifier to help you work out what position you're in. Ready? So the flip. Now. So if you imagine you start driving up now because you need to go support Cursed. Instead, you kind of wait and you're like, well, oh, they want me to go. And it's taken an extra 2 or 3 seconds for you to realize this. But so that's what the flip means. The flip means that they are going back and you should go forwards. Now, obviously, in this game, in this scenario, it worked out that you were further back to get this aerial. But in other scenarios, Cursed might have boost, they might not lose the ball away, and then you should be pushed up further forwards. So this is okay. Playing it a bit safe, but whatever. This is fine. Miss, but it's fine. Yeah, so this was that little moment. I'll just go back again. So this is fine. I think it's right that you kept going. Unfortunately, you missed, but again, look, we're in front of the ball. So again, we want to go for this disruption play or something while we're ahead of the play. No point going for the ball. So this is one of those times when I think, I mean, you've almost bumped this player, but if you go for this bump, it might have worked out. Can't play perfectly every time, so it's fine, whatever. This is okay. Right, this is one of the big key moments of the game. Just going to let it play out first, and then we'll go back. Okay. Now, it makes no difference that you basically own goaled it. We don't care about that. Just wait for it to get to the right moment again. Okay, so right now, again, we're going to talk about first, second, third. So Flowsy's in first because they're right there, challenging the ball. Cursed is in second because they're supporting, they're just behind, and you're third. So we're all pushing up, this is fine. Ball goes over here. Cursed realizes they have 0 and they can't really do anything useful if they were second, so they rotate away. Boom. You're now second. Flowsy's first. Flowsy rotates away. Now you're first. And you kind of recognize this as why you're boosting. However, this is why you have to just go. This is probably the worst thing you could have done. Because you've not really even fake challenged, you've just kind of turned and waited here. You've given Nessie so much free time and space to just go all the way down the pitch and score. So we'll go back a bit. You just have to go, right? You just go. Full speed, you either just attack the ball, hit the ball, stop them doing anything. You could even drive forwards, fake a challenge over here, get the boost. Right? If you don't want to go for the ball, you don't have to. Fake challenge, get the boost. You could go for a demo on Nessie. You can just ignore the ball, just try and get a demo. You could just drive straight through the play, just to be annoying, and then go demo this player. You just have to go in, you have to do something, right? Honestly, even if you just jumped right now into the ceiling, it would be less confusing for your team. And that's the main takeaway from this, is that this was so confusing for your team. Because they don't want to drive past you, Imagine your teammate. Your teammate doesn't want to drive past you like this to go challenge the ball, because it's just a weird double commit. So you've basically made it really confusing. You've given them all that space, and that's why they've got the goal. Okay? So there'll be a couple of other times where a similar sort of thing happens. That's why I want to really highlight this first, second, third stuff. Okay. Definitely try to start learning to flip on the kickoffs as well. You'll need it later on. This is fine. So I'll just quickly go back, just as this is a good moment here. So Flozy's gone back. You've recognised you're kind of in second here. Cursed has made their play. That makes you first, so you just have to go, and you do. Perfect. And actually, look, if Cursed hit that ball, might have been a goal. So it's all good. This is fine, you've got out of the way. I like this. Now we're back in third. Cursed is awkward, so we go, perfect. Now we're ahead of the play. Gone for the disruption play. And I'm going to go back here because this is perfect as well. This is good because Cursed is awkward, so I would have gone for this as well. Now look, again, like I've said again, you're ahead of the play. This demo here, if that was a demo right there, and then this ball just rolls in, it's the perfect play. So that's why it was good. It didn't work this time, but it doesn't mean it wasn't the right play to do. I think it was the right thing. This is fine. And this is fine. See, look, you know what? This is what I'm talking about. So, Cursed is driven away, and you just go. You're first, so you just go. And look what happens. Nessie just has to boost full speed and hit the ball away. That's it. That's all it is. That's all it has to be when you're first. Just make them do something that they don't want to do. And now look, your team has a free ball. It's perfect. And here we go. Perfect again. Beautiful. And I'll just go back again because there was a little signal again. I'm going to keep using the word signal. That's just the little signal from your teammates. It's like their body language or car language, that they're telling you what position they're going to be in. Ready? So watch Flozy here. Bloop. They just came in the screen, turned away and went behind you. They're telling you to go. That's them telling you to go. And you went. Perfect. Look at this. Perfect. That's all you have to do. And Gal there. Now look, your teammate has a free ball. Yes, they just boom it away, but it's fine. This is fine. I think this is where the goal is, isn't it? Yeah. I'll go back slightly because this might happen quite a lot. If you play too passive, your teammate is going to cut you off. So they kind of cut you off here. But then you've realised you're kind of ahead of the ball, so you go for the disruption play. Fine, perfect. And it's all worked out. So yeah, if you do play too passively, your teammates are just going to cut you off because they don't know what you're doing. They're going to constantly question, is my teammate going to go or not? And most of the time you don't go, so they're just going to go. So that might happen again. So we're in third here. This is fine. Helped our teammate when they were awkward. This was a bit of an awkward goal. Spoilers. I don't think he really did anything too wrong here. I'll just go back anyway. I think Flozy probably shouldn't have reversed out of the play here. They should have just crept forward and then just jumped. Imagine they just go. Like I keep saying, because Cursed is done. They can't do anything. If Flozy's first now, they just go. You could then push into the goal, and it makes it easier for you. Because this is what I mean, where you're now seeing it from the second perspective. See how awkward you are? You're just sitting here waiting for... You're like, why is my teammate not going? And you can't do anything. Right? This is what it's like for them when you don't go. Okay? This is what I'm trying to explain. So it's quite good to see it from the other perspective. Just skip that goal. This rotation's fine. I liking the small pad grabs. Okay, we'll go back a little bit here. Just one extra little thing. You got to try to keep an eye on the players as well as the ball. It's worth, you know, you've got to keep an eye on these players as well, because you can see Cursed is still going for this ball. It's a great demo though. Okay, we get beat, but it's fine because, right? And this is again, this should highlight something else to you as well. To hopefully stop you being scared to go for the ball when you're first. So here, look, you're first, right? Your teammates have done their play. They're not going to keep going for it, so you are first. We'll ignore the fact you're completely beat for this ball, and you went anyway. But you go, but because you're first, you have time to go, so nothing bad's really going to happen. You see, you've got back. Your teammates are both back, so it doesn't really matter. See, they're just defending. It doesn't matter that you went. It doesn't matter that you missed the ball. It doesn't matter anything. Because you went as first, it's fine. So that's what I'm trying to highlight as well. This is fine. Not the best hit, but it's okay. Great demo. Nice bump. There's the signal. Did you catch it on that time? Ready? Cursed, they flipped. Once again. Didn't actually mean to skip that back there, but... So you might be sitting here thinking, okay, is Cursed going to go? Then I go after them. What's going to happen? Boom. They're basically shouting to you, I'm going back, because they flipped, right? Boom, they're gone. Now you should just go. Doesn't matter. Just go in. Just turn in. That's all you need to do. Excuse me. Just turn in. Apply pressure. Just try to make them do something. Right? You actually get lucky in this scenario that this player just booms the ball away anyway. If they caught that and dribbled it, imagine they're just dribbling at your net right now. It's just a free dribble because you've given them all this space. And look there, you're now in the same place as Cursed. It's just not great. So even if, let's go back a bit, right? Imagine even if we did turn in here, and this goes over our head, and we're over here. Cursed is still behind. Cursed is back. They can pick up this ball, and they did anyway, right? So that flip was the signal for you to just go. This is messy, but it happens. So we're sitting in third here. And this is exactly where we want to be. Halfway line. This is pretty much perfect right now. Teammate scored anyway. But imagine that gets blocked over here into the corner. You're then there ready to go and get the ball. So that's why that halfway line position is good. And I think I'm just going to skip forward a bit. I think it's just a kick-off goal. Off of this. Yeah. So I'll skip forward. Right. We'll go into some bits in the next game just to highlight a few more of these scenarios. I'll whiz through this game a bit more. I'll just go back slightly here. So again, look. Here, just get closer. So you're second. The ball came to your side, you're second. Flozy's first. Just get closer. You need to support Flozy more. You know, if you're a bit closer, you might have been able to have more control on this ball to do something. This is fine. It's still, like I say, it's worked out. It's okay, but need to make sure we're staying relevant. There was something I wanted to look at near the start here. Yes, this is it again. So, look how awkward Durry is making you because they're not going for the ball. Right? Ready? So Flozy's first. They've just made their play. Bang. Durry should be pushing forwards now to support. They're second. They need to support. But they're not. Look how awkward you are. You're hitting the brakes, you're driving forward, you're going forward and backwards, and you don't know where to go. It's another scenario where this is what it looks like from your teammate's point of view, because Durry isn't going forwards. You basically can't go anywhere. You're not going to drive past them because that's just silly. So this is what happens. This is why you just have to just go. It makes it easier for the rest of your team. I'm going to skip a bit because there was when it gets towards the goal. Like I say, I have watched it first already. Oh, this thing I want to talk about actually. Your teammates double commit, and as soon as they double commit, effectively, so you're third, but then they've both gone. So now you're kind of first and third, and there's you're basically you're alone basically. So you're pretty much first, second, and third. It's kind of a weird scenario. Your teammates have both gone in and they're in their goal. You basically just never want to go all in here. If you go all in, it leaves the goal open. Imagine Cursed booms this ball and it went on target. It could just be a goal. Okay. Imagine they control the ball down here. They've got a 1v1 against Flozy, who's on low boost. So if your teammates double commit, just play it safe. No need to go all in. And then I just want to wait for... Great save. I just want to wait for the goal. So here again, look. It's another scenario here where you and Durry are both playing really passively. So Flozy's going all in. They've just got round 2 players. They're first, obviously. One of you needs to take second. You need to push up. You have to help your teammate. They've got round another player. And still, right now, imagine they flick this ball to the middle. There's no one there. Imagine they hit it off the backboard into the middle. There's no one there. Imagine Cursed goes in for the challenge and the ball pops out. I should be using this pen, shouldn't I? Imagine Cursed goes in and the ball pops over. There's no one there. You have to support your teammate when they push up. That's why second, you have to be close. And Durry isn't doing that very well. But then again, you didn't take the initiative to push in either. However, here, you're at the halfway line, so you're in the perfect position here. So Flozy's done. Durry goes in as second. You're waiting here as third. Perfect. Flozy's now pushing back a bit. This is why being third at the halfway line is good. Look at this pass. It's just beautiful. It's perfect. That's why we want to be at the halfway line, because we can cover anything. The ball gets boomed out, we're ready. If it goes too far, then we just turn and go back. It doesn't matter. But any ball that pops out a bit, you can just instantly go in and strike. Look at this. It's perfect. That's why we want to be at the halfway line. And there's one more thing I want to look at. I think it was about 1 minute left. I can't actually remember what it was. I'm sure I'll remember when I see it. Yeah, it was that. Once again, the signal. Boom. Look at that. Your teammate's actually done it right in front of your face. Ready? So you're third. Your teammate, this Flozy was first. They've made their play. They're now rotating back. So you're kind of second right now. But look, Flozy, they couldn't have made it clearer, but then you're turning away. You need to be going forwards. Your teammate's behind you. They're showing you that they're behind you, so you're safe to go, right? Durry's made their play. Just push forwards, push forwards, push forwards. Because you're not. There you go. Because you're not pushing forwards, Flozy's like, well, I'm just gonna go. And this is gonna happen. This is gonna keep happening if you don't, if you don't follow through the rotations very well. You're gonna cause confusion. Once again, look here. This happens all the time, by the way. You see this constantly. Durry flipped back. That's the signal. Push forwards. Go. Get up there. Imagine you're closer. You'd be there for this aerial right now. And actually, That was close. But Flowsy, look here, look. This is what you can do is when you're first, you don't have to go all in. Look at these fake challenges. Fake, fake, fake. They've made both these players miss the ball. They didn't, you know, did they really do anything? Not really, but because they were so close, it just made this player mess up. Look. Just by them sitting near the play. So that's all you've got to do. Just get close. Just go. As I keep saying, just go. So I can't remember what happens in the rest of this game, but I'll just watch the rest of this now. Perfect. Should have gone and you did. This positioning's okay. I think we're a bit too far back still. But we're okay here now. Halfway line. Perfect. So you look at this. If you're too far away and you're not in the right spots, you're never gonna be able to take these opportunities. Perfect. You actually got really good car control. You just need to trust yourself a bit more and get a bit more involved. But like I say, I think if you can keep identifying what position you're in, and then when you're first, just go. And like I say, you don't have to fully commit. Like I just showed with Flowsy doing those little fake challenges, wherever that was, here somewhere. Just get close. They're not using any boost. They don't have to do anything. They just drive around close, then they back off, and then they rotate out. Then you know you can go. It's nice and clear. So I think that's basically, that should help you out quite a lot. There's nothing wrong with playing passively like you are. It's just that you're going to miss a lot of opportunities. Like this one right at the start. I mean, realistically, are they going to score? No, they're not going to score this. Do you have to be covering the goal? No. You know, so just, you need to get up there, support your team. Otherwise, you're going to miss these sort of opportunities. So yeah, I think that's basically all you really need to work on, to be honest. That's the main thing, I think. Once you get that down, then you'll start to be able to pick up on a few other things that you can work on. But you're not really making that many mistakes. It's just that overall sense of where you should be and what you should be doing in this sort of in that moment kind of thing. And that's all it is really. Because if you're too far away, you basically can't do anything. So hopefully I've explained that well. And yeah, hopefully that helps. And yeah, if anyone else wants any replay reviews done, happy to have a look. Just ping me a message, or on Reddit. What's my Reddit profile? There you go. Or just comment on any YouTube videos and stuff, and I'll be happy to do that. So yeah, see you later.